They added new generation, basically added those things. You know, we were from old age, and we have different systems, different technologies.
Hi, I'm Ed Gillespie. Good to see you. Nice to see y'all. Good to be with you. How are you? It's good to meet you.
Were you out nearby here?
Yeah, we are close by here.
I'm from First Church.
He's from First Church, the rest of us is from here.
Great, great. What line of work are you all in?
I'm with the government service to provide services, international development activities for USAID.
You need to go somewhere. You don't have a time. Just you can speak. You know, you want to speak a couple of minutes with you. Thank you. Let's go.
Thank you. Thank you all. We're going to be thank you so much. I just wanted to thank my longtime friend Barbara Comstock for inviting me to join her here today for this visit with you all. It's an honor to be with you. It's an honor to be with Barbara. Barbara will be a fantastic representative for the people of the 10th Congressional District, working to fill the role that Frank Wolf has played so effectively for us here in Northern Virginia for so long. And I would love to be our senator and work with Barbara to pass legislation that will foster job creation, allow for upward mobility, foster small businesses, and I think that we can get a lot of work done together that would be good for our country and good for our future. So I just wanted to thank you for allowing me to stop by. I want to thank Barbara for inviting me to, and Kathy, my wife Kathy is here with us. We're all longtime friends. To thank you for letting us stop by, and enjoy your visit with Barbara, and best of luck to you all. Thank you for letting me be with you today. Barbara, thank you so much. No, I think we're okay. We've got to get to it. Oh yeah, we'll take some. Sure. Please. Thank you.
Yeah, should we start?
Want to take it? Use now or?
Who is Ed Gillespie, take time out with his wife to come out and greet you. So that's Shizar Bhaiya. A round of applause for Shizar Bhaiya. Great hospitality. Well, good morning everyone, and now I think it's good afternoon. My name is Puneet Ahluwalia. I'm the first vice chair for FCRC, which is the Fairfax County Republican Committee. You all were very kind to host an event last year when we had Ken Cuccinelli running for governor. And I thank you for coming and taking our time this afternoon to hear our next 10th District Congresswoman, Ms. Barbara Comstock, who's a delegate. I first want to recognize the importance why this election is important, but before I do that, I want to commend Shizar Bhaiya and his wife and his kids for participating in the political process. You see, most of us don't participate and actively go out and listen to what our representatives have to say. Nepalese community, I must commend you that you've done an exceptional job. Each time when I've come out, I've seen you guys are thriving. You are the next generation of growing, which is in Virginia, which is such an important community that's going to play an important role in this coming election. So I want to commend you for being out there, listening and participating. That's very important. Most people don't even come up on Sundays. So a round of applause for you and your community. Thank you for doing this. And the other thing which I want to emphasize is why this election is so different. There's a Republican Party, there's a Democratic Party. Why is Barbara Comstock the right candidate for the Nepalese community? Because one, she understands the issue, she has been a delegate, but more importantly, there's a stark difference between the Republican principles and the Democratic principles. The Republican values are the very reason why you left Nepal, why I left India, to come to the United States to fulfill the American dream. And that dream is at risk. You want to have your free enterprise, which is what the Republican value is, to be ability to come here, educate yourself, educate your kids, and go out, start a business, get a great job, a great paying job, and be able to live in a nice big house, and be able to fulfill the American dream. And that American dream is at risk today. You can say, for example, I'll just take one example of Obamacare. It's between you and your doctor, not the government and the doctor, where you're not in the equation. It is you, ability, again, to decide for yourself what's important. And that's the same thing I want to go again is, when you come here, you work hard, You want to save money, you want to buy a nice big house, you want to give good education to your kids, and you want to send money back to Nepal, so things get better for your family back in Nepal. This is the same reason what the Republican values is that what you earn, you're able to keep. You pay less taxes, you have less red tape. If you want to decide to buy this restaurant, as my Paji has done here, then he can basically run this with less amount of red tape. These are simple fundamentals which made America great, which makes America great, but that is at risk. But if you all don't participate and actively pursue this and actively see the difference between what the Republican values, principles, the dream is, which is at risk, by what Democrats say. I'm a prime example. I came here, worked hard, became very successful, and I want all of this to be done. And that's the reason I want and invite you all to be part of the Fairfax County Republican Community. As Sridhar Bhaiya has come, he's played an important role. He's been able to bring you in. Now, just the way I brought Sridhar Bhaiya in, I want to bring you all in through Sridhar Bhaiya. It is very important you all play a role, please. I beg you to actively seek the participation. Vote Barbara Comstock and other candidates on the Republican ticket like Ed Gillespie, Suzanne Schulte, Meg Edmonds. Talk to your friends, talk to your family. That is how we win. But before I bore you all, I want Sridhar Bhaiya to come and introduce Barbara Comstock because he's the main going to be now. Okay. Okay. Sridhar Bhaiya, I have to listen to what he says. So Sridhar Bhaiya says now we're going to basically get flowers. Okay. Okay. Sridhar Bhaiya is going to go. But anyway, before we do the flowers, I want to thank you again for your time on a lovely afternoon. I want to thank the host. I want to thank all the workers who are here at the back doing it. I want to thank your wives for letting you come out. And I want to thank Sridhar Bhaiya's wife, Bobby. Thank you for being here and supporting him. Because not for your support and the kids' support, he cannot do all of this. Anyway, thank you and have a wonderful afternoon.
Yeah, I'd like to invite Arun Rapakati to give the flower for the Barbara. Please.
It's okay, it's okay.
Give the flowers to Barbara Comstock, please.
My goodness.
Come. Yeah, I know. Come in the middle.
And it contest at one
Today's event. Sridhar Bhaiya, please come.
Good morning, everyone. I am proud all of Nepalese community who I invited are here. And then it is our community proud to invite the Barbara Comstock in this event. She is a state delegate from the 34th district, is that right? 34th district of Virginia. Now she is running for the U.S. Congress, replace our Congressman Frank Wolf. she's a very, she is a very helpful to the Nepalese community. I met her a long time. She's my friend. Then I want everyone meet her, talk to her. Feel free to talk to her what she can do our community to go off. Then Puneet Bhai, I already told you, what is the Republican value is. We work hard to make money here. Is that right? Then we want to pay the less taxes. Somebody they are putting the like, oh, rich people pay the more taxes. You don't have to pay more. That is not true. Rich people pay the 5%. They don't care. They make a million trillion. They pay the million trillion. That doesn't matter for you. We are making middle class family. If your tax is increasing 5%, how much you have to pay? That is hardly. You cannot pay the mortgage. That is the Republican saying. We came here all the American dream. We need to fulfill our dream. Like myself, I'm a business owner. We need to grow our business. Government doesn't run the business. We run the business. They don't rule us. That is the Republican value. In this time, we need to give the November, this coming November, we need to give the vote for the Republican. My friend, one of my friends, he asked me why I should give the vote for the Republican. I'm not convinced. These are only for you. I'm not convinced. I would like to Barbara convince him. He's my friend. Both wife and husband is here. You need to convince. This is your responsibility. Please, Barbara, come here.
Well, good afternoon, and thank you so much. And what a wonderful hospitality, and it's great to be here with you today. It is really a privilege to, on a busy Sunday afternoon, I can see you here with your children and with all the other things you could do. I am really honored that you would come out today, so thank you so much. This really is a critical time in our country. We really are at a crossroads. All of us have come from somewhere, or our ancestors came here to live the American dream. And I know as I go around the 10th district, people are very afraid that it's not there anymore for them. Now, I know we've talked a lot about small business. How many of you all are small business owners? Or you have your own business here? And you work in various small businesses around the community. And as you know, often it's a whole family is involved, as we have here.
Yes.
So you have, for 8 years, you've built this business, and what a wonderful establishment you have here. And this is what this whole area is about. This area in the 10th district has people from all over the world. So it's such an exciting place to be, because there is nothing that is wrong with the country today that can't be solved with what is right with America. And what is right with America is what is going on here in the 10th district. We celebrate small business, we celebrate business. We try and make Virginia, and we have for years, the past 5 years while I've been in the legislature, Virginia has been one of the top places to do business, usually #1. And that's because we first and foremost want to have low taxes so that the businesses keep more that they can do to expand their businesses and give you jobs, but also low taxes so that you can keep more money for you and your family. You know what a challenge it is for those of you here with the young children today, to raise the kids, to get them through college, to get them on their way. And we need to, if you have more of that money in your pocket, that you're going to be able to do a better job than have the government try and tell you what to do with your kids. You can see we have several, 3 generations here, right? We have some grandparents here as well as the children. And isn't that wonderful that we want to keep our grandparents here and have those 3-generation families. My parents live with us part of the year. And it's wonderful because they're always, telling my kids things, helping my kids with things, getting them on their way. And we know how great that is in all of our communities. So that's why we want, when you retire and you're on a fixed income, we want you to be able to stay here and live here with your children, with your grandchildren, not have to leave and go to another state because Virginia might tax you too much. So that's been another concern I've had, that we want to have you be able to keep the families together and stay here. And then, of course, education is such a huge priority for all of us. I come from a family of educators. My husband is an assistant principal at Oakton High School. I don't know if any of you are in the Oakton High School footprint, but he's taught in schools and been a principal and assistant principal in schools all around Fairfax County. And we all know how important education is to get us on our way. My mom was a teacher. My sister's also in the Fairfax County school system. And when you come from a family of educators, you truly appreciate how investing in our young children, making sure that your children have these great educational opportunities, how important that'll be. One of the things that I've done in Virginia is we've tried to give more in-state college spots to our kids here in Virginia. We've also tried to expand science and technology. We haven't just tried, we've done a lot of expansion of science and technology education. So I know we have some pretty little ones here, so maybe they're not thinking about what they want to do. But science and technology, we know that's the way to the future and the 21st century jobs. We want to make sure they're ready for them. And then I hope, Puneet talked about how we're wanting to make sure everyone is involved in the party this year and involved in our elections. We want to make sure all of you have a seat at the table. We have a lot of coalition groups, and we don't want you to just have a seat today while we're here celebrating. We want you to join us, have a seat at the table, give us your advice on policy issues, what we can do better in your communities, and we want that to be an ongoing discussion, not just throughout the campaign, but when we're in there and governing. I want you coming into my office. I know when I worked with Congressman Wolf, people were always coming in. He was always going out to the community. So I want you to be my eyes and ears out in the community, be coming and visiting with us. And I certainly hope on Election Day you will be celebrating with us. But I also hope, since we have the young children here, it's reminding me of when my mom would often take me out to activities like this that I really didn't have any interest in going to. But because I tried to be a well-behaved little girl, but I have to say I'm not as well, I don't think I was as well-behaved as these very well-behaved, charming children who are here today. But I hope some of you will consider someday being involved in leading your communities, running for a school board or running for a House of Delegates, and that you see your role in the future in being part of the people who govern us, because it's so important that we have everybody involved in having a say in the community. So please know you will always have a seat at our table, and we want to invite all of you to be involved and inspire the next generation and help us do everything we can to do that. So thank you so much, and we will stick around and look forward to visiting with you all today.
Thank you, Barbara. Yeah, she accepted our invitation and then come here. Our Nepalese community, not only this time. I request her, after 2015 January, she need to come us all the time, not only this time. And before somebody told me that, oh, only the politician is coming here. I know the politician, but Barbara is not that. I know her. I met her a long time. She's not looking for the face. She's looking for all the human being. You need to understand. Then you need to, whatever you believe, I don't care, but you need to give your vote and your family friend. You can tell them, if you don't live in 10th district, tell them to vote for Barbara this time. Then all our candidate is great. You see the eclipse, he did surprise visit. I'm going to organize later on for him 1 year. That is my plan. Everybody need to come there. We need to help him. We need to Barbara. November, if you cannot vote that day, we can do the early voting. We'll do the later on, those kind of things. We'll tell you, where you need to go to the vote, early voting. Okay. Then, here his picture is checking, like Bishodai is from the eneplease.com. Barbara, you can look at all the picture, today's picture, photos at eneplease.com. You can write, Susan, you can write that, that web address. Then you can look at all the picture there. Then, what? Then, what?
American involved.
That is I forgot, you know. Can you tell me your Instagram?
Okay, well, I'm from the
Nepalese American TV, you know.
American Nepal television.
Oh, American Nepal television channel. You can see those programming online, and that is a subscription. Those things to look at it there.
It's kind of like a project program, you know.
Yes. I'm sorry for that. You know, I forgot to tell you. Know. Yes.
We are
Thanks.
sports.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate everybody is here. Enjoy your, lunch. Then talk to her. Whatever you have any question, you can talk to her. You know, she can answer you. She'll participate with her lunch. Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you for your patience and your appreciate your time. Please do come up and introduce yourself to Barbara or to myself. Feel free to meet Susan. We have other folks here also. We have Ralph, who's here from the FCRC. He's also precinct captain. Please introduce yourself. We are very open. The way we look at it is we are one family. We are all Americans. So please, let's enjoy.
Nepal television and e-Nepalese.com. So by the way, today it's our office to get you here. So how do you feel? What do you want to say to our Nepali community especially? And what is your planning? Could you give us a short form?
It's wonderful to get together today with the community and to have such hospitality and have so many people turn out. It's just a wonderful, warm welcome. And our message is we want to have everybody have a seat at the table. We had a wonderful restaurant. We were out here today where everyone had a seat at the table, and I want everyone to know they will continue to have a seat at my table talking about jobs and opportunity and education for our children, and to make sure that they can continue to live the American dream, and that we will continue to do everything in our power in government to make sure that their children and grandchildren will live their American dream.
Thank you very much. Once again, on behalf of American Nepal television and e-Nepalese, I would like to give it thanks. See you soon. Wish you all the best.
Right.
Thanks.
See you again soon.